Good morning, friends, and welcome to Wake Up in the Word. Thanks for joining me on a Monday morning as we're going to start a new adventure in Wake Up in the Word. So grab a good cup of coffee and a Bible. Go to Genesis chapter number 12. Instead of starting a particular book that we'll go through, what I've done in the past is sometimes take a character that we'll look at. And I've been praying about who I really wanted to study, a life that I wanted to look at in more detail in my own devotional life. And the one that I have picked, the one that God seems to be leading me to, is the life of Abraham. His name's in the news a lot the last couple of years because of the Abraham Accords. And as you look at his life, some of us who are getting a little bit older, I know our own executive director here in South Carolina, Baptist Life, Gary Hollingsworth, has announced his retirement for next year. Many of us are retiring, announcing when we're retiring, and looking at a time of life where we at least want to slow down, maybe from a full time ministry into a part time ministry. And we're looking now at a guy named Abram here in the beginning who didn't slow down as he got older, but sped up and took on an entirely new challenge. So that's another reason I wanted to look at his life in particular. So I hope you'll join me on this journey. We'll begin actually in chapter 12 of Genesis, although the story really goes back into the previous chapter through one of those lengthy genealogies as we discover all of those folks that were descendants of Shem getting down to Abram's father, Terah. And because those folks in the post-Diluvian age still lived longer lives, whatever changes happened because of the flood, beginning to affect the lifespan of human beings, bringing it down to where it is today. They hadn't fully kicked in. Abram's father, Terah, actually lived to be 205 years old. So the fact that Abram is going to be taking on a challenge in what we would consider to be old age isn't all it's cracked up to be. He still was probably a great, healthy individual. When you see the kind of lifestyle he took on, he had to have some health to face those challenges. And that's the person we're going to be introducing you to in Genesis chapter number 12. And one of the other reasons I wanted to deal with Abram, who would become Abraham, is because of his uh, just picture of dealing with the challenges and trials that he would face. You know, when it comes to the Bible characters that inspire us the most, we don't know about them because of the size of their stock portfolio, do we? No, we know all about their faith because of how they dealt with life's difficulties. Many of us are doing that over and over these days. I don't know what you're facing, but my hope and prayer is that whatever your issue is, whether it's a physical issue, a work challenge, a family challenge, or something else, that you'll draw inspiration from the life of Abram, who became Abraham, and be able to, with your faith, face those things that are coming your way. Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. The Lord said to Abram, "Go out from your land, your relatives, and your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you. I will curse anyone who treats you with contempt, and all the peoples on the earth will be blessed through you." So Abram went as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he left Haran. So at age 75, Abram is not arguing with God, but obeying the Lord to take on a new challenge in his life. We're going to talk about some of the implications of this prophecy tomorrow in Wake Up in the Word. But for right now, I just want you to look at the faith of this man who was willing to pick up, take his family, his possessions, everything that was his. And this means a lot of flocks and herds and people with him. He's going to take them all and move. That's without a demographic report on where he's headed. Okay. Not even a compass to say, here's the location. Let's give you the Google Street address map for that, so you'll know how to find it. No, God just says, Abram, get up and go. And Abram says, Yes, Lord. And so, with this kind of faith, Abram begins his journey on his way to a land that he's never seen before, a place that he doesn't know anything about, but going just because God told him to. Sounds like blind faith, doesn't it? But it's the kind of faith that God is going to bless. And he tells him how he's going to bless this faith in numerous ways. So, friends, I want to invite you to join me as we wake up in the Word. For I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish this one because there are a lot of things you can get into in the life of Abram that I think really apply to today that may get us chasing some rabbits for a while. But listen, it's going to be a wonderful adventure of faith. So I invite you to come, like, share it, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And we're going to walk through the life of this great man of God together as we wake up in the Word. I'll see you right here tomorrow.